Well, hello there, guys. What's up? It's Pixelated Apollo. Thanks for stopping by, and we are about to start another Siege week. I'm super pumped, and this is gonna be a great one, a fantastico, perfecto one. This is gonna be really awesome because there's some really good players in this one, and it's really interesting because one, it's a wooden castle, and we've seen this castle before. Very cool looking castle. Also, it's very low funds, so we're gonna see a lot of unique units and units that you don't see all the time. So there's a lot of armies, there's a lot of players, so I'm gonna edit the army comp part to make it a lot faster. But let's go ahead and start with the Turks here. And remember, someone sent this in. This is sub battle replay, and I'm gonna show you who sent it in at the very end, so you have no idea who's gonna win this one. Now remember, there's a lot of great players in this one, so you're gonna see some fantastic tactics here. I'm super excited. Now let's start with the Turks. He's got 4 units of peasants. Now if you're bringing 4 units of peasants, you know that this is gonna be a low money game. And then he has 6 units of Hashashim. Getting 6 units of something in a low money battle is not the best idea because it costs more once you get more than 4. So it's not getting 6 Hashashim is not the most cost effective thing, though it's a very powerful infantry force. He's got a trebuchet, and he has the general's bodyguard with his general in it, and the Turks are commanded by HKNCNBC. Looking at the other attacking force, we have the Holy Roman Empire commanded by the Iron Price. He has 7 units of religious fanatics. Religious fanatics are very cheap, and they're better than peasants, so they're going to do a pretty good job. I'm sure he's going to use them more as a meat shield. And he's got a catapult. He has a general's bodyguard with the general in it, and he has 4 units of dismounted feudal knights. Most of them are pushing up siege towers, and then he has 4 units of dismounted imperial knights, and they're all pushing up ladders. So that's his force. This is a very, very strong force. He's lacking archers, which I think is pretty important in a castle, but let's see how this plays out. Now let's look at his other teammates. Now if we head over to the Hungarians commanded by Captain Invisible, he's got 2 units of Croat Axemen. Very good cost-effective unit. They're great at flanking around. Also, they're a good unit to throw into a cav battle, but you're really not going to see that too often in a siege battle. He's got 1 unit of peasants, and he has 4 units of dismounted feudal knights. 1 here pushing the siege tower, and 3 more over here ready to go. He's got 1 unit of dismounted chivalric knights, and he has 2 units of crossbowmen, just standard crossbowmen. And let's see, what else does he have here? He's got some archers, 2 units of Bosnian archers. Very, very cool. They've got that like toast shape shields that once they run out of ammo, they grab their shields, grab their sword, and they're fighting in melee. And then he's got 1 unit of battlefield assassins. So this is like a personal bodyguard for the general here. That's really cool. And he's got a trebuchet. And he's got some missile cav here, some Hungarian nobles, and he has 1 unit of the Magyar cav, I think is how you pronounce it. So that's the Hungarian force. Let's check out the final attacking force. Looking at the Portuguese attacking the western flank, commanded by Teutonic Elite, another great player. He's got, I think this is like my favorite army from all the attacking armies. He's got a pretty solid force here. He's got 4 units of dismounted feudal knights, and he has 4 units of dismounted conquistadors. I don't think they have any upgrades. He has 1 unit of dismounted Portuguese knights, a good anti-cav unit, and he has 2 units of Pavis crossbowmen. And he has 1 Gentes, or however you pronounce it. It's like a Javi cav unit. And I think that's it for his army. I'm not sure where his general is. Let's see here. Where are you, general? Where did he put his general? Oh, there we go. In the conquistadors, the elite conquistadors. So that's his army. Let's go ahead and check out the defenders. The first defending army that we're going to check out first is Egypt, commanded by Wolfgang Ninebar, also known as Kipuka. He changes his name like once a week, but he was also a donator for the Indiegogo campaign, so thank you for the donation. I truly appreciate it. He's got 4 units of Sudanese tribesmen, which are pretty good low money battle. I think they're pretty cost effective. They should be able to get a decent amount of kills and hold their own in battle. Let's see, what else does he have? He's kind of has his army scattered all over the place. He's got 4 units of peasants, So, you know, maybe meat shields or maybe just a reinforcement force. And then he has 4 units of the awesome Tabadoria. Very, very deadly unit. Even with the two-handed glitch, they're pretty effective. I mean, look at those axes. I would not want to face that on the battlefield. And what else does he have? He has 2 units of Nafatoons. And he has a wooden catapult. And he has 4 units of desert archers scattered around the walls, protecting the walls, putting down suppressing fire on the invaders. So let's check out his allies. Now looking at the boys in Spearmint Green, we have Milan commanded by Jamie Dodger 25, another great player. He has 4 units of dismounted Feudal Knights, and Feudal Knights, they're that workhorse unit that can accomplish almost anything. A great versatile unit. They will do well for you in the infantry fight. So 4 units of them. He has 1 unit of peasants, and he has 4 units of religious fanatics. So just like the Holy Roman Empire, Milan is bringing religious fanatics. So we might see some religious fanatics kill each other, which would be pretty interesting. Let's see. And he's investing a lot of money into his crossbows. He's got 3 units of Genoese crossbowmen, which are fairly expensive, especially for a low money battle. So he's putting a lot of money into these guys. So hopefully they pay off and they get a lot of kills. He's got a catapult. And he's got the standard. Yes, the standard with the general in it. That's so cool. I love that. So it's awesome to see the standard. And I think that's his army. So let's move on to the final army, Poland. Poland is commanded by the Pirate of Jamaica. He has 2 units of spearmen. He has 3 units of crossbow militia. All of them are up on the walls here defending against Portugal. And he has 4 units of woodsmen. They're kind of like Croat axemen. They're very cost effective. They're not amazing, but they should be able to do some damage. Just another unit to hold the lines. And he has a trebuchet in the town center. He has 2 units of reserve here, his elite units, waiting for the call. His general is in this unit. They're the dismounted Polish Knights. He has 4 total, 2 waiting here, and then he's got another 2 at the gate right here against the Turks. And what else does he have? I think that's it for Poland. So let's go ahead and start this battle. All right, so we've got Poland in range here. In range of this trebuchet. The trebuchet is already firing, knocking down the walls. It's already at 72%. But I think everyone's going to kind of sit back and let their artillery break open some holes so they can really storm in multiple choke points. But, oh, hold on a second here, though. We've got the Turks pushing forward with their siege equipment. I don't know. Let's fast forward here a little bit. I'm not sure if he's going to commit or he's just kind of pushing them up. But we have the Hashashim pushing them up. So I think once they breach to the walls, he's going to use his Hashashim to charge the walls and fight on the walls. Let's see what happens here. We'll go ahead and do normal speed. So we've got chaos going left and right. Let's check on what's going on this side. Yeah, the Hungarians and the Portuguese are kind of taking their time, breaking down walls, putting pressure on this front here. But here we go. Yes, we have siege ladders, siege towers, getting to the walls. The defenders are quickly trying as fast as possible, trying to set up some defenses here. And let's see. I think every siege equipment here is gonna make it. Oh no! Hold that thought. We have a siege tower on fire. The Hashashim are gonna have to go up a different way to attack the enemy. But I tell you what, once the Hashashim get up on these walls, they're going to be very, very deadly. All they have to do is cut through these Sudanese tribesmen. There is one unit of dismounted Polish Knights, which are pretty deadly as well. But we'll see who wins here. Remember, Turks are bringing about 6 units of Hashashim. He's got his peasants here. I think he should have just pushed. He should have used his peasants to push the siege equipment first. But Milan, Poland, and Egypt, they're all working together to stop this invasion force. And this is what the Hashashim really excel at, fighting on the walls here. But this is just madness, complete mad. Everybody's like. They're like jumping around. There's the wall. Very, very close quarters. Oh man. What's gonna happen here? The peasants here are just taking fire though. They're just dying left and right. Yes, okay, so we have the Holy Roman Empire. He realizes that he has to attack as well, or his ally is just going to get destroyed, and they will eventually lose if they don't attack together. I don't know if the Turks, if they were told to attack right away, but he's not hesitating. He is attacking, and this is a pretty good fight for the Holy Roman Empire. He's got his Imperial Knights. He has to fight through some Feudal Knights. But this is intense. This wall battle, you gotta love it. And he's putting up some ladders over here as well. Oh man, this is just crazy. There's fighting all over the place. Meanwhile, though, we have the Hungarians taking their time. It looks like they're pushing up some siege equipment. And Portuguese, they're not even moving. They're gonna take their time, knock down some holes in the walls, and eventually attack. Ooh, the Nafatoons. Check this out, guys. Good use of the Nafatoons. Good use of the crossbowmen. I love seeing this. This is really, really good tactic here of shooting the men on the walls. And we have some breaking already. The dismounted Imperial Knights, their morale is pretty weak. Oh, that's nasty. Look at that volley. Good teamwork there. Also with the Desert Archers right here, they don't even stand a chance. And they are breaking. They might return, but it's really not certain. And we've got a huge clumping force here from the Iron Price. He's just trying to break through, overwhelm these Tabadoria. I think they'll win, but they need to do it like pronto. They need to get through right away. The Turks are slowly breaking through here. Looks like he's destroying some holes in the walls. Let's see, what else does he have? Oh, yeah, here we go. Again with the archers. Really good wall tactics here. Using his archers to fire from the ground up at the wall. It's definitely a tactic that you guys should use if you're defending and you're holding the walls. And it's getting a little choppy here, guys. Oh, look at this. Religious fanatics going ham on these Hashashin. And now, look, I never get my Nafatoons to do this. They always like just take their time and never throw their little pots. But for Wolfgang, he is getting massive kills from that Nafatoon unit. The Tabadoria, they're slowly thinning, but they're doing their job, keeping them back. And man, the Holy Roman Empire is having a very tough time. Look, he's breaking over here as well. So it's not looking too good for the attackers, but it's, I know I'm hiding the balance of power, but it's still in favor of the attackers. Oof. That Nafatoon is just deadly. Look at that. That angle is pretty good. Now we've got the Feudal Knights from Milan holding the line. Oh, who's this? We've got the general coming through this wall here. Oh man, so he's gonna help out, get some hammer and anvil strike there, and eventually I think they're gonna break through. They really desperately need to, because they have to get to those Nafatoons. Remember, the Turkish general is in this unit, so he has to be careful. He really needs to break through this way and kill these Desert Archers. They're getting a lot of kills just sitting here firing at these Hashashin. Oh, here comes more feudals to the rescue. Milan sending in more feudals. Jamie Dodger, he realizes that he can have an opportunity to kill the Turkish general, and he's surrounding him. The Turks notice this. I think he's trying to escape, or he's just challenging these feudal knights. Well, let's check out what's going on over here. This is just madness. All right, so now we have the Hungarians charging the walls. He's got his crossbows climbing up. He's got feudal knights. He's got Croat axemen. Portugal, though, he is just now moving. So Portugal is going to have a very healthy army late game. He's got some suppressing fire from these missile cav. Good job here by Milan, being observant and keeping his men away from the fire. But I think the Hungarian, yes. Oh, look at that. Good use of that trebuchet, knocking down the siege tower. And the Hungarians are going to take this wall, though. And the town center's right there for the grab. You can reach out and grab the town center, but he needs the force to break through. And of course, he can set up his archers and put down fire on these stationary forces. Well, let's go back to this fight because this is pretty epic, guys. The Nafatoons are now engaged in melee. They did their job. I think he got his money worth out of this one Nafatoon unit. So, it's okay that they're in melee if he loses them. He's just trying to hold them back so his archers can fire at them. But the defenders, man, they're doing a great job working together. The Turks are breaking up on the walls. That's a tough sight to see if you're rooting for the attackers. The Turks were charging in first, and you gotta always attack as a team. That's #1 rule. And we have the general's bodyguard breaking. Look at that. And where's the general? I guess the general was slain? Did I miss that? I don't know. Maybe I did. Now we have some Polish reinforcements coming over to close the jaws on the Holy Roman Empire. A tough attack for the Holy Roman Empire. I don't think he wanted to attack so quickly because the only reason he attacked so fast was because of his ally. And now the Hungarians are fighting for the walls here, fighting for the street near the walls. Oh no! Just check that out. Okay, you see what happened there? Okay, so this is how the game works, basically. If you destroy all exits on the wall, all the men will instantly die. It really sucks, but it's part of the game, and it's definitely a tactic you can use. So, the Portuguese really need to show up here and save the day for these attackers. But these Feudal Knights should be able to do a nice job against these Croat Axemen. But we do have support, some Hungarian crossbowmen up on the walls, putting down fire, getting a lot of kills here. And we have more reinforcements coming in, Chivalric Knights, Feudal Knights. And here comes Portugal. We've got a fight over here. I completely missed this. There's a fight all over the place, guys. I'll be sure to do some slow motion so we can see it all. Oh, he's charging in for these Nafatoons. Yeah. Egypt, oh, they break. Gentes killing the Nafatoons. The Tabadoria, or the Sunnis tribesmen, are breaking over here. And he's charging in the conquistadors. Alright, so let's do some slow motion. We'll do half a second, or a little less than half a second. So, the Portuguese breaking through, they have very few resistance. We have the standard over here. And remember, the general of Milan is in this unit. So he needs to be careful. We've got some peasants holding back the attackers. We've got a fight going on. The Hungarians are trying to break through. Looks like he's going to have some support from Portugal, Teutonic Elite. But he's doing a pretty good job here. So the attackers are doing pretty well over on this side. But over here, they're really struggling. And I think the biggest issue was that the Turks just attacked way too fast. Way too fast. And now the Holy Roman Empire is crumbling because of that. So let's go back to normal speed. And yes, we've got a couple units up on the walls, but they're just getting shredded by enemy or defending archers here. So I'm going to focus mostly on this fight because this is where the best chances for the attackers to win. They have to be pretty effective here. You know what? I think Wolfgang had like 3 Nafatoons, but you got to really take out those Nafatoons because they're going to be a big help for the defenders. This one is getting closer and closer, guys. The balance of power is a little bit more even, but it's still in favor of the attackers. There's just bloodshed all over the place. Portugal really attacking at the right time, I think. Even though he was the last person to go in, he did a great job just breaking through the lines, and they weren't really prepared to hold against Portugal. So he's really having 0 resistance. We do have some Egyptian reinforcements here. Some Tabadoria. The Gentes are trying to keep them back. They're buying some time for the Portuguese to set up some defenses and to hold the line. But Egypt's going to try to set up his archers here, put down some fire, send in the Tabadoria. He's going to get a deadly charge here. Got to watch out for those Pavis. Got to retreat the Pavis. They're going to be in melee soon. Here we go. Oh man. A brutal charge, but we've got some Feudal Knights to answer that charge. And some Conquistadors. There's just a fight all over the place. So let's check out the battlefield. We'll do half a second again just to see what's going on. More suppressing fire from these Nafatoons. Oh my god. But Portugal, he's going to send in his crossbowmen and melee just to silence them, to stop them from throwing their pots. Because look at this. They broke this Conquistador unit, and there's 43 still in this unit. That's how deadly Nafatoons can be. Now over here, the Hungarians are also having a pretty successful time breaking through the walls. I think he's trying to get around through this little street here to support his ally. And he's killing some Genoese crossbowmen. That's always good to see if you're rooting for the attackers. But if you're rooting for the defenders, they're also doing a very nice job. They just have to send some reinforcements from over here because they practically won over here. Yeah, the Holy Roman Empire, he's got some troops left, but it's mostly just religious fanatics. I think he's just trying to regroup and attack. So it's still going to be a little thorn in the side, but it's not going to be a big deal. Over here, this is where the main fight is. Oh, this is not good to see. Some peasants are breaking, some Tabadoria breaking. They just cannot handle the might of the Conquistadors. But that suppressing fire, that fire over from the walls here, that he's Wolfgang doing a really good job of using his desert archers and getting a lot of kills. Getting a lot of kills from afar. So I would just run away from that. Just get away from those archers. All right, we have more Nafatoons. Looks like he's gonna try to quickly break this unit. I don't know. The Gentis are back. Let's see. Oh, they're gonna silence them, and I'm sure they're gonna break here. Let's see. This is gonna be huge, killing these Nafatoons. They're holding their ground. Some Hungarians helping out his Portuguese ally. And the Hungarians are breaking through over here. And wow, look at all the artillery over here trying to hold back the enemy. And what else do we have going on here? We've got Poland sending in some woodsmen, trying to kill these crossbowmen. Good use of woodsmen. They will do a good job against the crossbows. And it's a good strategy here because you don't want to leave these crossbows up on the walls firing at you. Also, we have some forces down here. Look at this. More woodsmen breaking the Croat axemen. And we've got some, I think we have archers over here? No? No archers? I thought I saw some archer fire, but I guess not. The defenders are trying to group up at this point. This is their final stand. They have to hold this town center or they will be defeated. The Hungarians have a lot of reserves, and so do the Portuguese. But they just have to get through these units here. These desert archers, it's got some peasants. Nothing crazy. But let's watch this fight here. Chivalric Knights versus Feudal Knights. Now remember, the Hungarian Chivalric Knights do not compare to most Western Chivalric Knights. They're not as good for whatever reason. I don't really know why that is. But that's just how it is. So Egypt is kind of regrouping here. The Holy Roman Empire is charging through. He's doing one last charge. He's going to try to help his teammates one last time. And let's see if he can cause some havoc in the back lines for the defenders. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, they're just grouping up. This is going to be a pretty tough force to take on, but the attackers, it's still possible. It's still completely possible. Oh, look at this. This little duel here. This is awesome. I love this. Who will win? Woodsman or Feudal or Chivalric Knight? Look at this. Good hits there. Ooh, smash him right in the face with that shield. Who will win this duel? I mean, if the Woodsmen win, I mean, he's just like a part-time soldier. Most of the time, he's just in the woods cutting down trees. He has no armor. He's just a giant axe. This is the most epic duel of all duels. Oh, he's running him. Oh, he's dead. Oh. A victory for this Hungarian soldier. Though it's not that great of a victory because, oh, and he died. He died from an arrow or something, or just heat stroke, who knows. We got the Bosnian archers putting down fire, trying to get a lot of kills. They're really clumped up here, so you can probably get a lot of kills with the archers. But this is crazy, guys. And they're surrounding the defenders here, all these archers. We've got a little fight going on here. Oh, sorry about the little lagginess there. Oh, religious fanatics. This is pretty good because the religious fanatics are really cheap compared to all these Egyptian units. And we have the flanking fire by the missile cav. So this is a good tactic here by the attackers. So this is going to be a close game, guys. This is a great way to start off Siege Week. Fantastic way. And they are just causing all these units here to break. They've got them surrounded. So that's less archers to worry about. Okay, let's see what's going on here. A lot of breaking from the Hungarians. A lot of breaking. But look at this defense right here. Very, very deadly defense. Gonna be tough to break through. But Milan sending a rescue force. He is sending out special units here. Oh, no, he's gonna retreat them. Never mind. I thought he was going to send them this way to help support the remaining troops that were cut off, but they're mostly dead. We do have a fight on the walls, though. This is a look at the blood on these crossbow militia. Very crazy. They are breaking, completely breaking, and the attackers are claiming this section of the wall for themselves. Now all they have to do is attack this town center. Alright, guys, so I cut the video there a little bit. It was a little dry there, just people moving around troops, no intense combat or anything. So we had the defenders taking their time, moving troops around, trying to get in a good position, and they're probably thinking about how they're going to take on this defense. This is a tough defense. I mean, it's a lot of depleted units. We have a couple healthy units of Polish Knights. That's the main concern here. We've got a lot of Genoese ready to go. Look at this position here. That's a really great position. We also have another Tabadoria unit. Got to look out for that. And they're shooting or firing rotted meat, diseased cow meat. And I think that's an actually pretty good strategy because in the town center you have infinite morale. So the cow meat's not really going to affect your troops' morale. It's just going to affect the attackers' morale. Let's see, we've got scattered forces all over the place. I might continue to fast forward again a little bit here. Actually, we have a little combat here. Got the Hungarian nobles fighting off these desert archers. But it's down to like ragtag units. They're depleted, they're tired, they're bloodied, they don't want to fight anymore. And it's going to be pretty tough for the attackers at this point. But it's still certainly possible. And we have some dismounted Polish Knights. Hey, surround this unit. Kill this unit. And we do have a fight over here. More Polish Knights. And these are healthy units of Polish Knights. So they're going to do pretty good. They're going to do pretty well. Excuse me. Alright, so the Portuguese, they're grouping up over in this corner. I think they're going to attack here pretty soon. The battle is coming to the end. It is coming to the end, so eventually it's going to come to the end. Yeah, this is a crazy fight here, guys. These Polish Knights, they're doing work against these religious fanatics, but they're just trying to weaken their numbers. I would really try to get around. Yeah, okay, so here's the other unit of Polish Knights. Trying to get around. If they could flank around and kill those Polish Knights, that'd be pretty huge. Because this unit is very deadly. Try to get up on these walls and use your archers to fire down at the enemy. Religious fanatics, or no, these are feudal knights. They're breaking right here. And oh, the forces are breaking over here as well. So the attacker's force is kind of all over the place, and they're breaking everywhere. So I think it's safe to say that the attackers at this point are victorious, unless the attackers can pull off something amazing here. And the Portugal force here is charging down the center, gonna go for the town center. And what else do we have? We've got scattered forces all over here, but look at this. They're tired. They were defeated earlier. They don't want to fight anymore, and these dismounted Polish knights are just destroying them, completely destroying them. We do have a catapult though from the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, putting down fire. Oh, we have an admit defeat. Someone's already admitting defeat. Another admit defeat. And I think this is it, guys. Portugal, they're breaking, they're shattering. A successful defense here. A very fantastic defense. A very epic battle. It was all over the place, all over the walls. So let's go ahead and fast forward here, because we still have quite a bit of time. Yeah, they're just running off the attackers. They just had nothing. They got the walls, they captured the walls, but at what cost? They lost a lot of units. So yeah, I think it all comes down to the Turks. The army comp of the Turks wasn't that great, and he attacked very, very quickly. Look at the carnage here. Look at this. This is awesome. Gotta love that. That looks so cool. So yeah, the Turks attacked a little too quick there, and it caused the Holy Roman Empire to attack very quickly as well. And then slowly the Hungarians and the Portuguese attacked, but it wasn't enough, and the defenders, they destroyed that other front against the Turks in the Holy Roman Empire. So they had a lot of forces left. They sent them back to the town center, and they defeated the Hungarians and the Portuguese. So very, very good defense here by Wolfgang 9-bar, Jamie Dodger 25, and the Pirate of Jamaica. So this siege battle was so good that multiple people sent it in. We have Wolfgang 9-bar, thank you for the battle replay. Also the Pirate of Jamaica, thank you for the battle replay. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Let's look at the end results here. Let's see. Egypt losing a lot of forces, but getting a lot of kills. Look at that. 1,400, 53 prisoners. Jamie Dodger getting 572, and the Pirate of Jamaica getting 473. Now on the attacking side, we have Portugal getting the most kills and most prisoners, so he did pretty well there. Captain Visible coming up in second if you count his prisoners. The Turks getting a lot of kills. I'm actually surprised by this. 590, that's pretty decent for his army comp. Those Hashashim did pretty well. Iron Prize suffering here, only getting 366. I think he brought a little bit, like a little too much of those religious fanatics. But I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Day 1 of Siege Week. Tomorrow I'll have another siege for you. Thank you for subscribing and helping me reach 5,000. It's an awesome, awesome milestone. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time.